The word frontier evokes images of wild landscapes and unexplored territories. It speaks to a human desire to venture beyond the known, to push boundaries and redefine limits. Historically, frontiers were physical spaces, lines on a map separating the familiar from the unknown. The very concept of a frontier implies a center and a periphery. Over time, the meaning of frontier has expanded beyond simple geography. Today, we speak of frontiers in science, technology, and even human consciousness. The digital age has created virtual frontiers where information flows freely. As our world becomes increasingly interconnected, the lines between us and them blur. For the ancient Greeks, the Mediterranean Sea was both a frontier and a connector. It offered opportunities for trade, exploration, and cultural exchange. Yet it also represented a dangerous and unpredictable force, separating them from other lands and peoples. The Greeks established colonies along its shores, pushing the boundaries of their known world. The Roman Empire, with its vast reach, viewed frontiers as strategic zones. They built fortifications like Hadrian's Wall to mark their territory and control movement. These physical barriers represented the limits of Roman law and civilization, beyond which lay barbarian lands. Property for both Greeks and Romans was closely tied to citizenship and social standing. Land ownership signified power, wealth, and belonging within the community. The concept of individual property rights, as we understand them today, was central to their legal systems. The relationship between people and land goes beyond mere ownership. It shapes cultural identity and spiritual beliefs. For indigenous cultures worldwide, land is not simply a resource to be exploited, but a sacred entity, intrinsically linked to their history, ancestry, and way of life. In many indigenous societies, the concept of individual land ownership was absent. Instead, land was often held communally, managed for the benefit of the entire group. This approach emphasized sustainability and a harmonious relationship with the natural world. The arrival of European colonizers disrupted these traditional relationships with land, driven by concepts of private property and resource extraction. They often seized land from indigenous populations, leading to displacement, conflict, and cultural destruction. Empires and encounters, expanding the frontier. The age of exploration marked a significant shift in the perception of frontiers. European powers, driven by a thirst for wealth and new trade routes, launched expeditions across the globe. These voyages of discovery redefined the known world, expanding European maps and challenging existing geographical knowledge. The encounter between Europeans and indigenous populations in the Americas, Africa, and Asia had profound and often devastating consequences. The drive to claim new lands and resources fueled colonization, slavery, and the decimation of native populations. This period saw the rise of mercantilism, an economic system that viewed colonies as sources of raw materials and markets for manufactured goods. The pursuit of profit drove the relentless expansion of European empires, pushing the frontiers of their influence across continents. Blurred boundaries, globalization and interconnection. The 20th century witnessed the rise of globalization, shrinking the world through advances in transportation, communication and technology. This interconnectedness has blurred traditional geographical boundaries, creating a world where people, goods and ideas flow more freely than ever before. The concept of the frontier has taken on new meaning in the context of globalization. We now speak of frontiers in science, medicine, and space exploration, areas where human knowledge and capabilities are constantly being pushed. However, globalization has also exacerbated existing inequalities. While some benefit from increased interconnectedness, others are left behind, struggling to adapt to a rapidly changing world. The digital divide, for instance, highlights the unequal access to technology and information in different parts of the world. Frontiers of the 21st century, digital spaces and beyond. The 21st century has ushered in the digital age, creating new frontiers in the virtual realm. The internet, social media, and virtual reality have transformed how we communicate, consume information, and interact with the world. These digital spaces present both opportunities and challenges. They offer platforms for global collaboration, knowledge sharing, and cultural exchange. However, they also raise concerns about privacy, security, and the spread of misinformation. As technology continues to advance, we can expect further blurring of the lines between the physical and digital worlds. Artificial intelligence, robotics, and biotechnology are pushing the boundaries of human ingenuity, creating new frontiers with both exciting and potentially disruptive implications. Property, redefined shared resources and the commons. Traditional notions of property and ownership are being challenged. The sharing economy and collaborative platforms highlight the need for shared resources. Climate change and global pandemics underscore our interconnectedness. Addressing these challenges requires a global perspective. Cooperation is essential for navigating the complex challenges of the 21st century. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more content.